in the first part, you studied about Euclid's division lemma. So in that part, you studied about some application of Euclid's division lemma. So in that first one, show that any positive odd integer is of the form 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3, 6q plus y, where q is some integer. So any positive odd integer, so any odd integer is of the form, so 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3, 6q plus 5, where q is some integers. So by the Euclid's division lemma, so for a given positive integers a and b, for given positive integers a and b, there exist q and r such that a equal to bq plus r, 0 less than or equal to r less than b. So this is the Euclid's division lemma. So you have to just alter the Euclid's division lemma. So consider a and b is equal to 6. You take in the place of b 6. Be the any positive integer. So you get a equal to 6q plus r, 0 less than or equal to r less than 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the possible reminders. Suppose any number a can divided by 6, you get the reminders are, so it may be 0, it may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 not be the remainder when it is divided by 6. So the possible cases 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So next, if r equal to 0, first case, if r equal to 0, so you take r equal to 0, then a equal to 6q. So r is 0 now, so a equal to 6q. So 6q is even, since 6q is divisible by 2. 6q is divisible by 2. 6q is divisible by 2. Okay, next, if r is equal to 1, then a equal to 6q plus 1. So 6q plus 1 is odd. 6q plus 1 is odd. Take q as a 2. 6 into 2 you get 12. 12 plus 1, 13. 13 is the odd number. Therefore, since 6q plus 1 is not divisible by 2. So like that, r is equal to 2, you get a equal to 6q plus 2 and it is even. So r is equal to 3, you get 6q plus 3, it is odd. So if r is equal to 4, then a equal to 6q plus 4 is even. So like that, if r is equal to 5, a equal to 6q plus 5 is odd. So positive odd integer. So these are all positive odd even mix. So positive odd integer is of the form 6q plus 1. 6q plus 1 is it odd? 3, 5. So 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3, 6q plus 5, where q belongs to I. Okay, next question. Use Euclid's division lemma to show that the square of any positive integer is either of the form 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer m. So use Euclid's division lemma to show that the square, so you have to square. In the last problem you not make any square. The square of any positive integer is either of the form 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer m. So let a be any positive integer. So you are applying one more time Euclid's division lemma. So let a be any positive integer and b equal to 3. By the Euclid's division lemma, a equal to 3q plus r. Since in the place of b you take it as 3. So a equal to 3q plus r. Clearly you know that quotient is always greater than or equal to 0. So quotient is always greater than or equal to 0. And the remainder, possible reminders are 0, 1, 2. Since b is equal to 3, the remainder is 0, 1, 2. Since any number is divisible by 3, the reminders are 0, 1 and 2. So substitute the values of r. So r is equal to 0, 1, 2. You give to equation this one. You get a equal to 3q when r is equal to 0, a equal to 3q. When r is equal to 1, you get 3q plus 1. When r is equal to 2, you get 3q plus 2 respectively. So r is equal to 0, 1, 2. We get a equal to 3q, 3q plus 1, 3q plus 2 respectively. So in that case 1. So case 1 what? So when r is equal to 0, a equal to 3q. When r is equal to 0, a is equal to 3q. See here, So in the question only they told that squaring the equation. So case 1, a equal to 3q. So by squaring, a square equal to 3q square. So a square is equal to 3 3s are 9 q square. So a square is equal to 3, I take common outside. So that is 3 of 3q square. So that is nothing but 3m. So m you take it as, this whole part you take it as m, since 3q square is equal to m belongs to I. So first one over a square you get 3m. So m may be any integers. Case 2, a equal to 3q plus 1. So squaring on both sides you get a square equal to 3q plus 1 whole square. Apply a plus b whole square. So a square as it is, okay, 3q square, a square, b square, 2ab. 2ab means 3 into 2 into 1. So you get 6q. So a square, b square, 2ab. So a plus b whole square is equal to a square, b square plus 2ab. So a square is equal to 3 3s are 9q square plus 6q plus 1. So a square is equal to, so you take 3 common outside in that 2 steps. So 3 you take common outside, the remaining 9 can written as 3 into 3. So when you take 3 outside, the remaining 3q square plus this can written as 3 into 2. So when you take 3 outside, you get 2q plus 1. So a square is equal to 3m plus 1. That is equation 2. So where m is equal to 3q square plus 2q belongs to integers. So like that, case 3, a equal to 3q plus 2, a square means that you have to squaring on both sides. A square is equal to 3q plus 2 whole square. So a plus b whole square one more time. So a square equal to a square, 2 square is 4 and 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12q, 2ab. So this is a 2ab, a square, b square plus 2ab. So 3 3s are 9q square plus 12q. 4 can written as 3 plus 1. 4 can written as 3 plus 1. So a square is equal to, so you take 3 common outside, 3 you take common outside. So 3q square, so 12 can written as 4 into 3. So when you take 3 outside, 4q. So I take 3 can written as 3 into 1. So when you take 3 outside, it becomes 1. So 3q square plus 4q plus 1 and 1 remaining outside. So that is equal to 3m. So this is become m, 3m plus 1. So since m is equal to 3q square plus 4q plus 1 belongs to I. So from equation 1, so this is 3m, a square you get 3m. So equation 2 you got 3m plus 1. Equation 3 you got 3m plus 1. So from 1, 2 and 3 we get the square of any positive integer. So you made the square here. So square of any positive integer is either of the form 3m. So you get 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer m. For some integer m. Okay, next, use Euclid's division lemma to show that cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m, 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. Same method. So use Euclid's division lemma to show that the cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m, 9m plus 1, 9m plus 8. Let a be any positive integer and b equal to 3. So you take b is equal to 3. By Euclid's division lemma, a equal to 3q plus r. Q is positive, that means q greater than or equal to 0, that means is a positive, and the expecting remainder 0, 1, 2. Any number is divisible by 3, you get the remainder 0, 1, 2. Substitute the values of r, you get r is equal to 0, 1, 2, we get 3q when it is r is equal to 0. When r is equal to 1, you get 3q plus 1, r becomes 1. So when r is equal to 2, you get 3q plus 2 respectively. Okay. So Euclid's division lemma, for a given positive integers a and b, there exist unique integers q and r such that a is equal to bq plus r, 0 less than or equal to r less than b. So case 1 you get, so already you get r is equal to, the first case is a is equal to 3q, second 3q plus 1, third one is a 3q plus 2. So you have to cubing the equations now. So first case a equal to 3q, the first case a is equal to 3q. So cubing on both sides, so you get a cube is equal to 3 cube whole cube. So 3 cube means 3 into 3 into 3, 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, q 3 times means q cube. So I take 9 outside from the 27, 27 can written as 9 3s are 27. So when I take 9 outside, this become 3q cube. So a cube is equal to 9m. So this full part becomes m. So this is 9m. Since m is equal to 3q cube, so you write once here. Since m is equal to 3q cube belongs to integers. So case 2, a equal to 3q plus 1. So you know that. So reminder 1 now. So a equal to 3q plus 1. Cubing on both sides, a cube is equal to 3q plus 1 whole cube. So a cube is equal to 3q plus 1 whole cube. So you have to apply a plus b whole cube is equal to a cube. A plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab plus 3ab of a plus b. A plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab of a plus b. Okay, you just substitute. In the place of a you substitute 3q, in the place of b you substitute 1. 3q whole cube plus 1 plus 3q of 3q plus 1. So it is 3 cube is 27, q cube plus 1 cube is nothing but 1 only. So 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, q into q square. So 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, q square. So 3 3s are 9, 9q. Okay, 9q into 1 you get 9q. Understood what I am doing? Okay. So 27 cube plus 1. So 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, q into q square. 3 3s are 9, q plus into 1 you get 9q. So 27q cube plus 27q square plus 9q, I take this side and 1 I take last, plus 1 I take last. So I take now, so 9 outside from this one. So 9 I take outside from this one. So 27 can written as 9 3s are 27. 9 3s are 27. So here also you get 9 3s are 27. So I take 9 outside here. So 9 I take outside means the remaining 3q cube plus 9q square. Okay, sorry, here you do that 3q square. So it is 3q square plus q plus 1. So here you take out 9 means you get q plus 1. So that is nothing but, so this become m. So 9m plus 1, where m equal to 3q cube plus 3q square plus 1 belongs to I. Plus 1 belongs to I. So case 3, a equal to 3q plus 2, a equal to 3q plus 2. So a equal to 3q plus 2, cubing on both sides. So a cube is equal to 3q plus 2 whole cube. So apply one more time, a plus b whole cube, a plus b whole cube, a cube plus b cube plus 3ab of a plus b. So a cube equal to, so 3q whole cube plus 2 cube. So in the place of b you have 2 cube plus 3 of 3q into 2 means it is b, 3q plus 2. So 3 is a 9, 9 3 is a 27 q cube. So 2 cube become 8, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are 9, 9 2s are 18 cube. So this is remaining as it is, 3 cube plus 2. So 27 cube plus 8. So this become 18 3s are 54 q square, q into q square, plus 18 2s are 36 q. Here q is there, 36 q. So 27 cube plus 54 q square plus 36 q, I take this side, plus 8. So now I take 9 outside from this one. So this one it can written as 9 3s are 54, written as 9 6s are, and this one can written as 9 4s are. So I take 9 outside, means you get 3q cube plus 6q square plus 4q plus 8. So that is equal to 9m plus 8. So this whole become 9m plus 8, where m is equal to 3q cube plus 6q square plus 4q belongs to I. So it is proved that cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m, 9m plus 1 and 9m plus 8. So 9m, so first you get 9m, the first one part you get 9m, the first one you get 9m, the second one you get 9m plus 1, the last one you get 9m plus 8. So it is proved that cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m, 9m plus 1 and 9m plus 8. Okay. So next we have to go through Next, we have to go through fundamental theorem of arithmetic. So all of you studied about the factor tree. So 88 can written as 2 into 44. So 44 can written as 2 into 22. So 22 can written as 2 into 11. So this one you studied in the lower classes. So 36 like that, 2 into 18, 2 into 9, 18, 3 3s are 9. So 88 can written as 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 2 into 11. So here 36, 2 into 2, 2 into 3, 3 into 3. So why I am doing this one means, so the next theorem is about the factor tree only. So factor tree 88 can written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 11. See that all are the prime numbers, 2, 2, 2 and 11. Here you see that here also you have all the numbers are the prime numbers. So now the definition. So the fundamental theorem of arithmetic statement: every composite number can be expressed as a product of primes, and their factorization is unique apart from the order in which prime factors occur. So every composite number can be expressed as a product of primes. So every composite number can be expressed as a product of primes, and their factorization is unique, apart from the order in which the prime factors occurs. So you see that, so suppose I take 88. So 88 is a composite number. 88 is a composite number. So you can written as the product of primes. You can written as in the form of product of 2 into 2 into 2 into 11. So these are all prime numbers, and you do that product of primes. So their factorization is unique. Means 88 can written as 2 into 2 into 2 into 11. And 36 is different, so 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So for 88 this is the assemble, for 36 this is the assemble. So this is not the representation of 36, this is not the representation of 88. So these both are unique representations, and their factorization is unique apart from the order in which the prime factors occur. You may change the order here. So first I write 11, then I write 2, then I write 2. So this is the meaning of that statement. So I repeat one more time. So every composite number can be expressed as a product of primes and their factorization is unique apart from the order in which prime factors occur. Apart from the order in which the prime factors occur. So this is a very important theorem statement. So HCF, so it is the product of the smallest power of each common prime factor in the given number. So HCF, it is the product of the smallest power of each common prime factor in the given number. Okay, LCM, so it is the product of the greatest power of each prime factor involved in the given number. So it is the smallest power of the each common prime number in the given numbers. So it is the LCM, it is the product of the greatest power of each prime factor involved in the given number. So first you see that examples. So 140. So we go through the problems. So express each number as a product of its prime factors. So 140, so 2 7s are 14, so 0 as it is. 2 3s are 6, 1 carry 10. 2 3s are 6, 1 carry 10. 2 5s are 10. So 5 7s are 35, 7 1s are 7. So 140 can written as 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. So this is nothing but prime factorization of a number. So 3825 like that. So first you divide it by 3. 3 1s are, 3 2s are 6, 2 remainder 22, 3 7s are 21. So 1 remainder 15, 3 5s are 15 like that. 3 4s are 12, 3 2s are 6, 1 carry 15, 3 5s are 15. So like that. So 5 8s are 40, 25. So 5 5s are 25. So 5 17s are 17, 1s are. So this is nothing but prime factorization